The second annual Lawrence Phokanoka Memorial Lecture was delivered under the theme Celebrating the Life and Times of Lawrence Phokanoka, Reflections on Theory and Praxis in the Current Conjuncture. Major Lawrence Phokanoka was born on the 10th of June 1938 in Rapahla village in Sekhukhune. He became involved in political activism, joining the SACP in 1959 and the ANC in 1960. This as he studied physics, chemistry and mathematics at the University of Fort Hare. Phokanoka was arrested in 1969 and spent 18 years in Robben Island. In 1994, he declined nomination to Parliament and opted to work as a junior official in the Limpopo Provincial Department of Safety and Security.
It's exactly 20 years to the month since the passing of Lawrence Phokanoka. And there are many links and threads of history, some visible, some invisible, that characterize the life of this hero of our struggle. And so we discover, as has been said, that he had a special disposition for mathematics and natural sciences. And he was enrolled for a Bachelor of Science degree and applied mathematics and physics at Fort Hare. Like Tambo and Nokwe, who were also natural scientists, by the way, he recognized that the language and logic of mathematics are incomplete without the mastery of social sciences. In that sense, he was a transdisciplinarian.
Netshitenzhe also reflected on the allegations made by KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi.
The warning that power tends to corrupt and absolute power corrupts absolutely is even more relevant in the security sector. We have recently had strange incidents with machinations within the South African police service. The dark shades are becoming darker. with machinations within the South African police service in particular, where the hunters become the hunted.
He says it's concerning that 30 years into democracy, ethnicity and language identity seem to influence voting patterns among black communities.
What was concerning, if you did an analysis of the outcome of the 2024 elections, is that some communities among black people were mobilized on the basis of ethnic and language identities. If you look at the outcome of the elections in KwaZulu-Natal, parts of Gauteng, and parts of Mpumalanga, you can see that the dog whistles about tribalism had their effect. If you look at some sections of the colored community, you will see that the dog whistles by another party within that colored community had an effect.
Phokanoka passed on in 2005 at the age of 67. His family and the foundation say the memorial lecture ensures that his ideals remain alive.
The purpose of having this lecture every year is to revive and to teach others the legacy of this hero. Then I know him very well as he brought me up from childhood. And his motivation was that we must be educated as a family. And what he wished, it was done. I'm a teacher by profession.
Firstly, the Lawrence Phokanoka Memorial Lecture Foundation was established to make sure that we promote his legacy. He was a scientist, he was a mathematician of note, he was a member of the liberation movement, and on an annual basis. As the foundation, we want to roll out this education so that young people can be able to know who is Major Phokanoka and who is he coming from, so that we're able to educate and also preserve his legacy.
This year marks 20 years since Phokanoka's death. He's remembered as a revered struggle stalwart, an intellectual, and an advocate for social justice. I'm Koketšo, Motau. SABC News, Mankweng.